sir. Yes, sir. We live. We back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. We are the leaders in single entry 3 max and 20 max content. But y'all know, like I always tell you, man, have no fear. Does not matter what style contest you play, man. Cash game, double ups, head to heads, large field GPPs, whatever your vice is, man. This is one of the best spots you can be in if you're playing NBA DFS. Go on and hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification bell on so you know when the videos and content drop, alright? Also, do me one small favor, man. We dipped a little bit under our 100 like mark like yesterday. Let's get it back up over there, man. So if you didn't hit the like button yesterday, be sure to go and hit that thing today, man. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. And if you hit that like button yesterday, be sure to do it again today, man, alright? This is my starting 5 series where I bring you 5 plays that's more than likely going to be in my player pool. Y'all know I always say more than likely just because it is NBA DFS. You're going to get injury news throughout the day, before lock, after lock. You definitely want to be keyed into the news so you can adjust your lineups accordingly, alright? We're going to get into it, but before we do, you know, it's the lineup review. Going over my best lineups from yesterday's slate. Let's talk about it, alright? Good day yesterday, man. Nice bounce back day. Had a couple of losing days over here, but we right back in the groove of it. Definitely had a sweat last night. Thought we could be sweating a takedown. This is my highest scoring lineup right here, 275. Came in 11th place here in the $3.20 max. 275.25. At the top, Luka Doncic, 39% on, man. Got to Luka in a spot or two. I told the team yesterday, Jokic was a great pivot for tournaments. I didn't really get to him. I kind of went away from the pay up options. So I went Luka in this one. I had Luka in 1 or 2 lineups, and I didn't go Jokic. I didn't want to be away from that Luka ownership, because I knew in that spot against Utah, he could kill you. It's a great chance he could destroy you. So I wanted to get to him in a couple of lineups. All right, but Luka, 39% on, 65 fantasy points here. Chris Dunn, man, 7.3% on. Just trying to get different with the value piece. Going back to the well, and Chris Dunn did not pay off here. 18 fantasy points. Got to Denny Avia, 26% on. Came in a little higher than I thought. But I told y'all yesterday, man, this was the game everybody was going to be in. You want to try to get to this game. I thought Avdia would be a piece that get me a little different. But 26% on, not bad, especially on a 6-game slate. 35 fantasy points from him in his return was just okay. Dylan Brooks, man, 17% on. The only lineup I had Dylan Brooks in, for real. I do not like Dylan Brooks, man. The team will tell you I do not like playing Dylan Brooks. But small slate, sometimes you got to live with guys you don't really like. And he got there for us today, man. Got kicked out of the game. Could have had a much bigger performance. But at 17% on, 32 fantasy points, very solid here in this spot. Nick Claxton, just a low on center play here, 5% on, going against the Bucks, man. Nice game from him, 38 fantasy points. Miles McBride, another guy I was not too high on. Only had him in like 1 or 2 lineups. I told the gang yesterday, I was shocked he started. I didn't think they would start McBride here. I thought they started him against the Warriors because you can go small. The Warriors are not very big. But playing against the Nuggets with Jokic and Aaron Gordon down there, I thought this was a spot that Precious Achiuwa could start. Didn't work out that way. McBride gave you 23 fantasy points. Didn't destroy you at 4,700. Got to my guy Cam Johnson, 5,100. Knew he could see. Knew it was a good chance he sees some solidified minutes with no Dorian Finney-Smith over there. So we wanted to take some shots on him. Got him here. 34 fantasy points. Solid outing for him at 5,100. And then Walker Kessler, 31% on. Just another spot. I told the gang if he starts, I like him. If he didn't, I was going to get away from him. They like to play with his minutes over here. He was solid, man. Finished 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Could have gave us a little better performance, but we'll take it right here. 275. Highest scoring lineup on the night. Let's go look at my single entry. Came in 71st place. This is the $12 single entry right here, man. At the top, De'Aaron Fox. I told y'all in yesterday's video, I was getting the De'Aaron Fox and Kyle Kuzma. Them was my guys. I was going like little minutes game stack the game right there. 13% on. I'm shocked he was this low. Pardon me. But undoubtedly, people probably went to Sabonis and Malik Monk was getting higher ownership in this game. Y'all know what I always tell you, man. If a high ownership game spot, give me the pieces that nobody's going to, especially if they're stars like Fox or they're getting big minutes. If nobody's going to these guys in a game that everybody's getting to, because everybody was getting to this game. Sabonis, Monk, like I said, but you're not going to play Fox, one of the other stars, you can sign me up, man. 54 fantasy points. Definitely a solid outing from him. Chris Dunn, once again, I was just trying to sneak that play back under the radar again, man. Just did not work out for me. Chris Dunn is not getting it done for me, no pun intended. Denny Avdia, once again, 27% on, 35 fantasy points, solid from him. Kyle Kuzma, man, your thumbnail yesterday. I told y'all to get to plenty of Kyle Kuzma, and if they was in this game, it would be because of Kuzma. They wanted Kuzma go out there and drop 49 fantasy points. Definitely a take that. Kessler, once again. Keon Ellis, 66% on, only 5 fantasy points for him. He definitely had a dud here in this spot at major ownership. Cam Johnson, once again, had plenty of him sprinkled throughout my lineups. And then I'm in Thompson down here, 47% on with 31 fantasy points from him. So, overall, good day yesterday, man. Forgot. FanDuel, sorry. FanDuel, I didn't do a single entry. I just wasn't feeling. I actually just threw one lineup into the $9 big contest over there. We was cooking early, man. If Ingram don't get hurt, we easily cash. But over here, a similar story. De'Aaron Fox, 22% on, 56 fantasy points. Got to some Colin Sexton here, 11% on, only 29 fantasy points from here. It could have been a much bigger night, man. I hate that, especially on DraftKings as well, that Kobe White news got me off of DeSumo, or I would have had that trifecta of Fox, DeSumo, and Kuzma would have been my core. But Kobe White getting ruled in got me off of DeSumo, so I end up, especially on FanDuel, went up to a guy like Colin Sexton here trying to get different. He was just Keon Ellis once again with the letdown spot. Got to some Alex Caruso, 24 fantasy points from him. Brandon Ingram, man, like I said, he was cooking that first half, man. Thought we was in line for a big one. Got him at 4% on, but he gets hurt there and leaves the game. Nothing you can do about that, man. The last 2 days, injuries have just killed me, man. Killed me. Harrison Barnes here, 28% on, gave 21 fantasy points. Kyle Kuzma, once again, even lower owned over here on FanDuel, 6%, 46 fantasy points from him. Definitely a take it. Taylor Hendricks, man. Try to throw him out there just in case they played with Walker Kessler minutes and let him get all the minutes down there. He was a letdown here with only 9 fantasy points in this spot. And then I got to some Rashawn Holmes. Knew he would be low on at that late when he got ruled in closer to lock. I told y'all, man, the Wizards Kings game, everybody was at. Give me the low on pieces. I knew nobody was going to want to go to Holmes. He had a nice night on the glass. 16 boards, only 6 real points, but 30 fantasy points for Rashawn Holmes at 4% ownership. Definitely a take that. All right, like I said, man, good day yesterday, but let's get back to it today, man. You don't want to rest on your victories. Keep it going. Let them victories compound and gain you momentum. Got the tale of 2 slates here. Got a 8-gamer on DK and a 5-gamer on FanDuel as they drop the last 3 games here. So let's get into it. You know, it's tons of injury news. You can see all the questionable. Pardon me. You can see all the questionable and out guys right here to the screen. You already know it's going to be a crazy news day. Tons of injury spots. This Boston Celtics team, who knows who plays for them? They got a great rest spot here against the Pistons. We have to pay attention to that lineup. It's going to be plenty of news today, guys. So, you know, I just bring it to you as I see it right now. And at the top, point guard, I want to look at Steph Curry. Yes, Steph Curry, man, has not been having the best of years from a fantasy perspective. Solid real life, he's still doing his thing. But fantasy-wise, he has not been having the production that we're used to from Steph Curry, but I don't mind going to him here in this spot, man, against the Indiana Pacers. You already know, pace-up game, lack of defense. Golden State still has the win, man. They struggling. The Rockets is hot on their trail. I think the Rockets only 2 or 3 games behind them right now. They can't diddle daddle around. I like Steph here in this spot. I'm gonna take some chances on. He's a little risky. Like I said, he just hasn't had those big games. I'm stuck in the middle with do I want to do single entry or 20 max with Steph Curry here. I figured it out before the night, but I'm definitely going to take some shots on him at 8,600. The price just continues to fall on him, and I don't expect him to continue to struggle with his shot, man. We're going to have that Steph Curry game where he hit 8 threes on you, and I think it could be here in this spot against the Pacers. Sign me up for Steph Curry. At the shooting guard, I want to look at Anthony Edwards, man. I told y'all when Cat went down, just keep playing Anthony Edwards until he's too expensive. I don't think he's made it there yet, at 9,700. I know it's a tough matchup here against the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he has just been carrying the load with no Towns, man. It's his show. He's going to carry him. And we waiting on injury news over here. He has a questionable tag, but he's been having that since he hurt his finger. He should be perfectly fine, but still could be without Gobert, still could be without Naz Reid. He is just going to be the primary scorer. Everything run through him. Sign me up for Anthony Edwards at 9,700. At the small forward, think you can look at Kelly Oubre as well, man. As provided Tobias Harris is out. Now if Tobias is back, I'm gonna like Kelly Oubre a little less. But if Tobias is out, man, it's just the him and Maxey show. He's been playing very well over the last couple of games. Getting a matchup here against the Lakers, whose defense is not the best. He can get his shot off against them, and like I said, him and Maxey are gonna take 20+ shot with no Tobias Harris out there. Definitely got interest in him, but I need that Tobias Harris news. At the power forward, I want to look at G.G. Jackson, man. 6,200. The rookie has been playing well over the last few games, and now you get him in a spot going against the San Antonio Spurs. Great matchup. And no Desmond Bane tonight, more than likely. It says doubtful, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be out unless something crazy happens, and they don't really need him at the end of the season. Memphis is just going to wrap this season up. Give me G.G. Jackson, 6,200, man. Love the matchup. The shot attempts are going to be there. He's a scorer. He gets his shot up, and there's no real defense over there for the Spurs. I do not mind going right back to G.G. Jackson. Should see a few more shot opportunities and a little higher usage with no Desmond Bane over there. So sign me up for some G.G. Jackson in this matchup. Then at the center, man, I'm going to go back to Jonte Porter. Hopefully I don't get screwed this time with a non-COVID illness and you only play 3 minutes in the game. Now, you get a spot here, similar as last time when we took him. They're heavy underdogs here against the Thunder. He's the backup to Kelly Olynyk. He should see, like I said, barring anything crazy, he should see 20 to 25 minutes minimum. But anything like foul trouble, blowout like this game could very well be, with the Thunder being a 15-point favorite. Porter should pick up all the extra minutes he can handle. I like taking some shots on him for a little value piece here at 4,100. There you have it, man. Your starting 5 on DraftKings. Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, Kelly Oubre Jr., G.G. Jackson, and Jonte Porter. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. You know they're going to be in mine. Let's go look at FanDuel over here and see what I'm liking. At the top, I want to look at Peyton Pritchard. 4,900. He has just been playing well. Another guy has been playing well over the last few games. And like I just said, man, Boston has a lot of questionable guys. This is a great spot against these Pistons for them to rest some of their starters. So we'll have to see who they rolling out there. But we know Drew Holiday is out. Brown, Tatum, Porzingis, all questionable here in this matchup. Pritchard is going to play regardless. He's been playing over 30 minutes the last 3 games, so I like him regardless, and it could look even better for him. You start losing guys like Brown or Tatum or Porzingis, it's just more usage, more shots to go around. Sign me up for Peyton Pritchard at 4,900. One of my favorite plays on this FanDuel slate right now. At the shooting guard, stand with Anthony Edwards, 10-2. Like I said, man, it's his squad. He's leading them. They still winning here. They still need to win to try to move up the rankings. But you get to that time of the year. Well, that's another topic. We'll talk about that tomorrow. All right. But Anthony Edwards, man, sign me up. Should absolutely carry this Minnesota team here. And I like him to win tonight against these Cavaliers. At the small forward, want to look at Trey Murphy, 6,100. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to be without Brandon Ingram last night. Hyperextended that knee. Hopefully, he avoided a serious injury. But I'm more than likely pretty positive, pretty sure he's not playing tonight. And I think that means Trey Murphy moves into the starting lineup. I like getting to a guy like Trey Murphy. He's highly involved in the game, can fill up the stat sheet for you, good three-point shooter. Definitely want to get to him in this matchup against the Miami Heat. I know it's a low total, but it's a lot of low totals on today's slate, man. Give me some Trey Murphy here, 6,100. I got interest in him as a mid-tier value piece. At the power forward, staying with G.G. Jackson. $400 more expensive over here on FanDuel, but like I said, I'm fine with it. It should be an increased usage with no Desmond Bain, even more shots for the kid down here, especially with Jaren Jackson having the battle with Wemby down there. And at the center, man, you already know who it is. Every slate, man, you don't got to ask me. Any slate the Spurs are on, I am playing Wemby. You know what you going to get, man. You finna get between 40 and 80 fantasy points, man. Hopefully it's closer to the 80. But he just does everything. He affects the game so much, man. And I wish they'd just start. Sohan, pass Wemby the ball tonight, man. Cut that out, man, before you get shipped up out of there. But give me some Wembanyama at 11K here in this spot. All right, there you have it. Just starting five for FanDuel: Victor Wembanyama, G.G. Jackson, Trey Murphy, Ant Edwards, and Peyton Pritchard. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. You know they're gonna be in mine. Y'all know what to do. Any questions, comments, or concern, leave them down below in the comment section. Holler at me on Twitter. I respond when I see it, gang. All right. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, alright? Let's get it.